Everybody, Jen here.
Hi, it's Justin. Wait, am I on the screen? Oh yeah, yeah. Hi guys.
Yeah, you.
Sorry. I'm in a boat. That's why I have a different background. You know that I sometimes have like my virtual background or I'm in my bedroom slash office. But now I'm back in a boat. So this is a bedroom of inside a boat. Um. So we were
That's a
talking
little
about that.
cozy bedroom. Is that where you sleep, Justin?
Is this? Yeah, this boat has 4 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms, and each bedroom has a queen bed.
Oh,
I
nice.
think. Yeah, so this is even if I mean I can stand up, but I can stand up off the bed. Like let me show you.
Yeah,
Okay,
show
I'm
us.
standing up and I'm standing up, and
Oh,
then I still have room. You see, I
yeah,
have room,
yeah.
but on the bed,
Hmm.
let me you see you get to see the bed.
Yeah, yeah,
So you see the floor,
yeah,
and then there's the bed, and
yeah.
there's a window over there.
Uh-huh.
There's a window on top, and there's windows over there that I have the curtains closed. But if I raise that, I'm next to the water.
I
So
see. I see.
and this door is a bathroom,
Uh-huh.
and this door is an exit.
I see.
Uh, and there's cabinets, and there's more compartments. Everything in a sailboat has storage. Like every wall is possible storage. Every empty
Actually,
space.
that's really good feng shui, actually, because we don't like to have wasted space.
Yeah, sailboats try to be as much. They use the space in the most practical way possible that they have, based on the shape of the boat.
Yeah, that's good feng shui. That's very
Yeah.
good feng
In
shui.
fact, this bathroom is
Yeah,
one person, but it
yeah.
has everything. Like the sink. So for example, you turn on the water, and you get and that thing you can change it to like harder spray, and
Mhm.
then to like a shower, and then you unplug it, and it has a big line, and then you move it and you plug it on top of the shower, and that's the same tool that you use to get a shower. You can
Oh,
it's in the sink or you can in the shower.
oh,
You see,
I see.
it's
Very,
practical.
very efficient.
Yes. So um
Maybe
and
we will have to eventually learn to live that way,
it's extremely comfortable. I'm gonna fall asleep in here. So okay,
While we're talking, please.
back to the back to the while we were. I feel good in here. You know, I was gonna go home to do this meeting. I said, you know what? I wanna stay in the boat. I mean, for this, but
Yeah, I think
but yeah, this
yeah,
is my. I have sleep here. Like when we travel and that, this is like my bedroom. Yeah. It's
very nice, very
But
nice.
okay, back to what we come. It's we were you saying you were recommending to talk about lighting.
Yeah, is lighting part of feng shui? What's your opinion?
What's my opinion as a feng shui consultant about lighting? Um, okay, I'm getting comfortable. Sorry, I just because I don't have a, I'm not in a chair, so I'm on a bed. I'm getting as comfortable as. So, well, it's very funny that you bring that up because where I am, I have couple spotlights, so I
Okay.
can move them and we can do an experiment. Okay, but from my feng shui and professional and practitioner point of view, lighting plays one of the major roles because it's like when you go to a place, you have the space and objects, which can be a sofa, it can be a tool, a chair, anything, object. So you have space and you have forms within the space. But lighting covers everything. Like the space can, if it's empty,
Hmm.
depending on what kind of lights you had, it can
Hmm.
feel bigger or smaller. And
True.
also it can accent the objects that you have within that space.
Very true.
You have a spotlight in a chair or a table. As soon as you go to the place, your eyes will go straight to that table. So with lighting, you can play with people's attention depending if you light the right spot. That's what people do in garden. You know, they accent some kind of
Oh yeah,
plant. When you're
even in
walking,
interior.
you're attracted to those spots, and you might have ugly stuff in the background, but it can pass as unseen because lighting is attracting you.
That's
So yeah, I would say lighting is extremely important. I'm based on what I just said, lighting might be considered a form of chi because we study forms, and we say that chi defines I mean form defines energy, and form is a state of chi. Chi can be either be a form, it can be energy, or it can be information. So lighting is visual. It's visual. You can see it. It also can has colors. So it's kind of like a state of form.
okay. Okay, that's
So and we in feng shui we say that form defines energy. So if lights are a state of form, they are defining energy. So that means that it can define also, or it can have an impact in your feelings, in your state of mind,
yes.
because it
Well, that's where
manifests
I wanted to
energy.
go toward. I
Yeah.
think feng shui is about how the environment or your room can affect you. So of course, lighting affects you. If you've got natural sunlight coming in, you feel good.
Mm-hmm.
But if the room is very dark and there's no lights in it, it doesn't
Yeah.
feel as good, you know? And if it's during the day and you got to turn on the lights, it can affect how you feel. You can get depressed. And I know that firsthand because sometimes in the Pacific Northwest where we live, wintertime, it's gray for about 9 months of the year. And it can get depressing. By the time it's February, March, you're saying, where's the sun? Where's the sun? you know, it's quite depressing. And if you're not used to it, it affects you.
Um. Yeah.
Also,
It.
it's
Uh-huh.
a cultural thing, I think, because
What?
it's cultural.
Oh.
Because, for example, in Japan, we like bright lights in the room. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we like a lot of light. But when I go to Europe, when I go to my husband's house or something, his family's house, it's quite dark. It's more common to be a little bit darker. Everybody has their
Yeah.
comfortable zone. Yeah, you know, it's a little bit different depending on your culture, I think.
Well, of course, because like well, we Puerto Ricans are used to lighting. Like sun hits hard here, and we usually have clear blue sky.
Hmm.
And if we get clouds, they are very white in the sky, and we it can be a cloudy day, but they even look nice. I mean, unless like today was rainy, so it was kind of grayish, so not much lighting today.
Hmm.
And but there's it's part of the contrast. But in general, yeah, and also when it's rainy and it's not very, the day is not well lit,
Hmm.
you want to stay home. You want to like relax. Oh, let's do next week and chill. Let's stay home, whatever, just watch TV. So, and when there's lots of lighting out there, you go out and, oh, it's a bright day. Even though Ziggy Marley has a song like "One Bright Day," and people get together. You see, it's like lighting,
No, the sun affects our moods, is what you're saying.
sun and having a bright day also. I I mean sunny, yeah. It makes you feel good.
Mm.
People like to go to the park or to the beach or
Yeah, so lighting does affect our moods, but on the other hand,
right now. In fact, I'm gonna turn off this one.
yeah.
You see, you get to feel something. Now there's a whole like a black, like I had this on,
Mm.
and it feels like, oh, it's lighting the books and me, and I am in contrast with that. But then when you try it on, and it feels good too, you know, but it feels different.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
Yes.
And if I let me turn this other one. So you see, much darker. I turn the other one
Yeah. It's very different mood just by turning on the lights. Yeah.
on the lights. And if I just move up and I go like there, like here, you see,
Yeah.
if the darker I get, and also, let's say I'm gonna turn on what I had. I wanna do something different.
Yeah. You can be a live experiment.
Look at this one. You see, I I'm more spooky
Yeah.
or
Different
Halloween.
mood, completely different mood. Yeah. You
Yeah,
can play with the mood, you know? So
yeah,
it depends. So if you're if you're feeling down and you want to feel uplifted, you can use lighting to help change your mood. You turn on the lights, you know?
yeah. The both can seem more romantic this way also. Like you know, if I put them, oh, look another. This is also something that I like to experiment. Okay, you see the white light. These are
Yes.
very white light, but
Yes.
there's wood here. So I put the lights facing the wood, and
Yeah.
then, um, and then look at this thing.
I can't see you.
Okay, now when I put into the
Oh,
wood,
oh, I see. Yeah.
they are
Yeah.
yellowish.
Yeah.
So
It's a completely different mood.
yeah, you see, I mean, you don't see much, but you see, they're not white bright. Now they are more yellowish.
Yes.
And if you
Yes.
were here,
Softer feeling.
let me turn on the big one.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's give a much softer feeling.
Yeah.
And when you open the bedroom, it feels like you wanna like sleep, but also feels romantic. You know, like the candles.
Mood. Yeah. Mood.
Yeah,
Creates a mood.
and it's very funny because we also talk about the yin and yang, and for people that are watching this for the first time, the yin and yang theory is a tool that also we use to help us understand things, like
Right.
for example,
Right.
neither it doesn't mean like being dark is bad, or the black side. Yin yang is not just the good and the bad. You know,
Yeah.
there's many other aspects as dynamic and less dynamic. Let's put like passive, or other kind of activities that are not as dynamic. So when you have a bright day, you want to
Yeah.
go out to the beach and do more hype stuff. There's like more dynamic energy out there. And then when you have something like this, not much lighting, and then just some yellowish candle like lights,
Hmm.
um, then it's like, ooh, let's go like romantic, and it's a different action. It's like a more um
Yeah.
I don't want to say passive, but yeah, it's more like subtle,
Calming, subtle,
calmer, subtle.
yeah, romantic, all
Yeah,
those things. All those things.
same thing as a restaurant. You go to a restaurant, and then if you go to a fast food 24/7, then you can go at 1 in the morning, but it's gonna be very bright light, like
Right.
going
Yeah. Right.
versus going to a fine dining
That's
where you
right.
have lower lighting,
That's
and then
right.
you have a different attitude, a
So
different
you can
feeling.
change how you feel in a space by just changing the lighting, you know, and that can be one of the feng shui cures. You know, um, if you're not feeling uplifted, you know, maybe the lighting is an issue. It's good to check. And sometimes it's not even the actual number of lights or in the room. It could be the type of bulb you use. They have white bulbs now, yellow bulbs
Yeah.
now, all kinds now, you know. And
But
that's a quick easy fix.
also I would like to point out something about that.
What?
People that people, yes, if you don't have, like, some people might be depressed or in a lower state of mood all the time, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe I mean, this is hypothetical speaking, but it also, I've seen scenarios or cases where people don't have much windows, so they don't have natural light goes in, so you rely only on the bulbs, on the power light that you have. And
Hmm.
some like it, rarely your bulb will light as much as your window during the day. A window letting in natural lighting is
Hmm.
gonna make the whole room bright. If you want to make your bedroom as bright as a natural lighting, you need to get like film professional lighting with filters and light the whole place, because a bulb will never replace the natural lighting that you get from a window. And we are natural beings, and
Yeah,
we
but you
need
see,
to feel connect that connection.
you don't need that in a boat. You just go outside and you're outside. Your
Yeah,
bedroom is to just sleep. You don't need those windows in those bedrooms.
but yeah, I've been in apartments that have literally no window, no window. Like they have the AC all the time, and that there it just doesn't exist. Now, uh, the ones that I knew, they are putting windows now. But in that case, you will have to go downstairs all the time to get light. Like it's not the same as waking up. I wake up with sunlight. My bedroom gets all light up. I
Now,
can
I
put.
think a little, but I'm going to disagree a little bit with you because I think nowadays there's just too many windows nowadays.
Oh
I
yeah,
find.
there is. Yeah, 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 oh, yeah. There is.
One window, good sized window with the light comes in, that's good enough.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. That like sometimes if the house is not it don't channel like enough. You don't have to have a glass house.
Yeah,
But
that's very common now. They have, and then you can see the neighbors, but don't forget the neighbors can see you. You know, that's just
yeah, yeah, the people
you
that
got.
wants to get the view in the bedroom, and you only go to the bedroom to sleep, and at night you don't get to enjoy any view at all. In fact, you are the view for your neighbors.
Yeah, you are the view for your neighbor. So you got to be careful.
Yeah,
So all you do is you use your window coverings and you don't see outside anyway. So,
yeah,
you got to think
but
about your view from your window.
yeah, but natural lighting is very, very important. Even sailboats. Look, I'm in a boat. This is small. I have uh, a window as a window. It's window so during the day. You don't have to turn on the light. You just open one, and the whole room you can see everything.
I
So
like. Mhm.
no, I'm saying like there there must be a balance,
Exactly.
because you don't want to
Exactly.
have every wall with a window. Like,
Exactly.
hey, I'm gonna you open a window and there's next bedroom over there. Hey, here's your soda. You know,
You need a balance. That's exactly
it's a
right. And don't
balance. Like,
forget, you need walls because you got to put art on walls. You got to put stuff on. You have chests or cabinets on walls. So you cannot have all windows because everybody's got to put stuff somewhere.
yeah, yeah, shelves
Yeah.
or the back of the
Yeah.
bed, or yeah.
Yeah.
So my point is that natural lighting is important. If you're lacking natural lighting in your house, then you don't have the ideal feng shui. When we talk about ideal feng shui, we talk about that. We talk one of the things, natural lighting, that the place is not whole dark. Like there's I've been in houses that if you don't turn on the light, you don't see. And
I've been in
also
those.
nice breeze that the house can breathe. So we're
That's
talking
a good
about
point.
lighting. I don't want to get into the wind situation or air, but
Yeah.
part
Yeah.
of having windows and natural lighting is also that
Mhm.
the can create a little bit of ventilation, because
Yeah.
if not, you cannot get the smells out. And maybe you get used to smells and you won't bring visit in your place, and you don't want your place to be smelly. So if you don't have a nice flow, and
Cross
you're missing that
ventilation.
aspect.
That's
And the reason of lighting, the reason of all these feng shui aspects that we talk about, is to have a better life quality, because the house is meant to nourish our bodies. And if we are going to our house to rest and to have a quality of life, and we're not
mm,
receiving that, then we get
mm.
sick, and we lack of energy and we're
Yeah.
arguing, we're not feeling well.
Yeah.
So it's we're talking about all this to improve the life quality.
Yeah.
You, you want to be happy, you want to feel good. So
You want to be happy.
we need good lighting.
I absolutely have to agree with you. The purpose is to improve our life, improve how we feel, because when we feel good, we want to do things. So if you don't feel good in your space, you got to think about it. What's lacking? What's lacking? Is it temperature lacking? Is it lighting lacking? You know, and those are the things that affect your mood. So if
Hmm.
your study is too dark and that's where you work, maybe you want to add another lamp. you know
Yeah.
Maybe you want a what we call a task lamp, which is at least on your work. you know
Hmm.
Focus it on your work, and then overall light is okay, but if you're working, you want it where you work. But I think in the living room area where everybody gathers, it's nice to have it bright, but also maybe dining, you want a little bit more romantic, as you say, for dinner. I don't
Hmm.
know.
Yeah, yeah. This is why you hire feng shui consultants to assist you when you want to work in your lighting. But because there's different kind of situations, you might not all of them, but in general, you see, like I usually most of the times that I get on this kind of conversations,
Yeah.
I would like to have a well like I want to have like Jenny looks so bright, like
Well, mine's on
her
purpose.
face is glowing, like
Well, because today the sun is coming in from the window today. It's
yeah,
actually
but
sunny.
here gets dark at 6 and it's 7:39, so here is and dark outside, but
Today, I don't know why it's sunny. We're lucky
so
today.
yeah, but you see lighting and you look good, you look bright, you look happy. Me, I'm in this cozy
Why?
place. I'm trying to get where well light, but even though I'm not getting like as much lighting as you, I'm trying to look for it, but I feel more like this. So I'm going with my feeling, and then you get to see the lighting. Usually, I put like a super bright light.
Yeah,
Sometimes I'm
yeah,
talking to this, and I'm like,
yeah,
I'm struggling with the line, but now I just came from eating, got here. I'm super comfortable. This is memory foam, so it's like super comfortable. So I'm in this cozy, nice, relaxed, and
yeah.
so
It
I
looks
don't care much
great.
about lighting now, but in general, I would like to have bright lighting as you have right now. And most speakers, most YouTubers, they now are getting ads everywhere about this ring that you put around your phone. You have a phone and there's a
Oh,
ring
really?
around it to light you up. And
Oh,
why people are doing it? Why is that important?
because
Why
it makes it look
everybody wants
better.
their
That's why.
yeah, it transmits more energy. We're talking light is the white of the yin yang. It's a dynamic aspect. It's the one that wants to be seen. And like YouTubers, speakers, and all that
Mhm.
wants to be seen. So the more their face light up, the better it is. Because there
Well,
is
that's right.
transmit the more energy transmit.
When
See?
you come out, you project. You just because of the camera lens, you look better when you have a lot more light. I
Mm-hmm,
was in television in my youth in Japan. The
mm-hmm,
amount of lights when we have to be on TV, in the studio,
mm-hmm.
very, very bright light. It's
Yeah.
so bright that everything else that you can't see anything
Ah, you don't
else.
see it. Yeah,
You don't
you're
see the
blind.
audience. Yeah, you don't see the cameraman. You can't see because they have so much light on you.
Yeah,
But
sometimes
when
it's
there's a lot
even
of light on you, and the angle of the light matters, how they
yeah.
light you up. Yeah, it changes a lot.
In cinematics, lights are used to create feelings. As I was earlier, just turning on spotlights and moving. Even now, like this is a different angle. I'm more comfortable this way. But the i- the different illumination will provide a different energy. It provides a different
Yes.
feeling. If you have a
Yes.
plant, and if you have it hidden, in the even the plant can change the growth pace. Like say, oh, why this plant is growing quicker? Ah, this plant is closer to where it gets more lighting, and this one's in a darker place. So plants are natural beings, react to lighting. We are natural beings, we react to lighting.
Good point.
You guys are natural beings, you're reacting to lighting. So,
Good
you
point.
know, it's important. It's important.
Absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely.
you know,
We do. And they also said that was interesting. My husband was telling me the other day, he says, Jen, do we take vitamin D? And I said, why? And they said, well, they found that because we're not going outside as much because of COVID 19,
hmm
we're lacking vitamin D. And they said vitamin D helps your immune system so you'll be stronger if you're around the virus. So they said, people need to take more vitamin D if they're not getting enough sunlight.
yeah, that's why I keep going to the beach.
Yeah, it's important. We all need vitamin D. So I try and take a walk whenever I can. Um, and at least I get some natural vitamin D. So everybody out there, please go for a walk. Try to go outside, even if it's within your neighborhood, if you're allowed out. I don't know, everybody's situation is different, but I know we have to stay in most of the time here.
hmm
But if you have the opportunity, get some vitamin D. Otherwise, you have to drink vitamin D.
There you go.
Help
There's
your
the
immune
doctors
system.
speaking. Vitamin D. I have a question for you. Will you prefer yellowish light bulbs or whitish light bulbs for your house?
I think it depends on the room.
Okay.
In my kitchen, I like it bright. So I'm using white in my kitchen because I want to see what I'm cooking. And as you age, your eyes are getting not so good. But in the living room and in my dining room, I like the warm light. I do. I like the little bit yellow. It's just a little bit softer for me.
Yeah, I like it. I agree with you. In my kitchen we have it all the bright LED white ones, and we get everything clear. And it also helps you to identify when you're cooking the term of the food. Like if you're cooking some meat, you want to know, like when you see it with a white light, you can know how much cooked is it. If the light is yellowish, it can seem that more cooked than what really is.
Oh, I
Um,
never thought of that.
yeah, like depends on how dark is it, but i- i- and also, but I like the yellowish lights in general, especially in the bedrooms. Um, when I'm working on my drones, since I work with tiny parts and I'm soldering electronics, I have a special long, very, very bright light that helps me to spot anything. Um, but I cannot sleep with. I cannot even leave it on for a couple hours. Like when I finish working with the drone, I just disconnect it, and then I have another one, which is a bubble. It's like a sphere made of paper, rice paper.
Oh,
Yeah, and then the bulb inside is yellowish, so it makes the water. The bedroom looks very yellowish, and
uh,
I like that one. I can use it to read. I can use it in general at night.
mm-hmm,
And when I put the white lights, at some point I had a whole house white.
mm-hmm.
It gives like a very industrial feeling. Like if I was in a hospital or an office, I don't know, it just don't give this cozy, nice feeling like home. Like for me, it's like,
A bit cold.
yeah, yeah, too cold. Like
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a lot of houses that
Mm,
they are very how do you call, like minimalistic? There
yes,
are there's another word
minimalistic,
for
that's
it.
fine.
there are modern. There's what's the other word?
Contemporary.
Contemporary. So and they have like everything gray and white, and then they put extremely white bright lights. Like how much bright can I get that one? Like if they were the headlamps of a new car, like so bright, it's like you want your fan have that super bright light? Like do you really need it? And then everything is white, so it reflects it, and then you get it feels like, as you said, too cold.
Mm.
It feels like an office. It feels like a hospital. It doesn't feel like a warm, cozy place that you want to spend the night in. I mean, that's my feeling. Maybe that person liked it that way, and
Yeah, some people like
good.
that.
But this is, and this is not my opinion. I can bet on that person in the long run, or either will change that, or might start getting some effects in the health. If everything is too cold, too metal, like everything's gray, when you lack colors, um, then you are missing a part of life. Life is not
They have
gray.
they have colors in different in their art, in their other things, just because their floors and walls are that color doesn't
Yeah,
mean they're.
yeah. Is that in my mind? I have a very like white and gray scenario with not much
Oh,
colors.
okay.
But if
Okay.
that person, yeah, I know, yeah, if you have frames and you have decoration and you have plants, then
Yeah.
you balance it.
Yeah.
And we talk here a lot about balancing stuff, channeling the flow of energy in
But
space. Like maybe, oh, this is too like, and then suddenly you have a plant and it's blooming, and oh, okay, nice. And then, but but if you don't have plants and your whole place is white and gray, and your furniture is gray, and then you have super bright lights and everything is stainless steel, that's it.
it can get
It's an
cold.
unbalanced feeling. It feels too cold.
Yeah, it can be cold. That's why you need the plants and you need a little bit of texture in the room. If your sofa has a texture, it's not so cold. But also nowadays, those kind of lights, they have dimmers on them, so you can control
Oh
the.
yeah, yeah, I put one in my bedroom. I
Yeah,
put a dimmer.
and I think that helps.
Oh, it's perfect. Every house should have come with a dimmer. Like that must be a standard thing.
So I think, adding plants is a huge way to soften anything, you
Yeah.
know. So even if it's a modern environment, and if you throw in, half a dozen plants here and there, it can warm it up very quickly, very quickly.
What about color and lightings? Like for example, there's a places or people that put change the light bulb or a green light bulb.
Oh,
Like what about like colors as a ambient lighting in a house?
I'm not a fan, put it that way. I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit too much color, as they say. When you have too much color, it drains your energy. Balance, the most balanced color is white.
Yeah, white has every color.
Exactly,
But
that's where it's balanced. But then when you start adding colored lights, it starts to get the chi gets a little bit unbalanced because it's too much color, you know, and
mhm,
then it starts to make you, it drains you. You get too tired.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's because it's in an enclosed space. If you're outside, that's not an issue. You got so much sky, you got so much earth. It's not an issue. But in an enclosed room, it becomes
Sorry about that.
a problem.
I just ate. I ate a lot.
Oh
Um,
yeah, you got attacked by the sleepy bug after a
I've
big
been
meal.
I've been working a lot. I just finished a film. I
Well,
mean
how'd
a
that
music
go?
video. I did a music video with a drone, and I had to play a lot with the lighting because you see what happened is with the drone shots
Yeah.
I get a lot of lighting from the outside, But then we're mixing, okay, this is a singer. So we're mixing panoramic shots from the outside with
Okay.
the close-up shots. The
Okay.
close-up shots are taken where there's like a lot of trees.
Okay.
So the lighting in the close shots were darker, because from the drone perspective, I get all lighting, but when the singer is under the trees, it has shades.
Oh.
And when I put all together, I had super bright images, and then suddenly dark shadow
That's
images, and his
difficult.
skin looks like whitish or
Oh.
grayish. And I had to play it a lot with the coloring and trying to get this balance both images so it looks like a complete thing.
Mm-hmm. That's hard playing with the contrast.
Yeah, and yeah, that happens because the different scenarios have different lighting, and going back to what we were talking, it creates different feelings.
Mm-hmm.
But if they are too different and they don't play along,
Mm-hmm.
then it look bad
Yeah.
because there's no transition. We're looking for flow. We're not looking for too bright, too dark, too bright, too dark, too
Yeah.
bright.
This is like
We're
the energy
trying to
like that.
get a
Yeah. You ever
transitional.
have it like energy like this?
Yeah. So yeah, I've been filming. Today is my first day off in a while. So I ate a
You
lot.
deserve, you deserve a break. Is that what you want to?
I'm happy.
That's good. That's good.
Belly's full. Happy, heart is happy.
That's good. That's excellent. I think when we
So
have a belly, full belly, we feel good. Yeah.
yeah,
But oh yeah, so we our theme for today is lighting part of feng shui, and we both think the answer is absolutely.
absolutely. In fact, I want to bring something before we leave, like about.
Okay.
I was thinking right now between sunrise and sunset, and they have different lighting, different emotions.
Mhm.
Because I see the sunrise quite a lot. I like it, and usually I I like the sunrise before the sun goes out. I like to see it coming. Oh, there it goes. But the moment before it goes above the horizons, the moment
Mhm.
before you get to see the sun, you get to see all the lighting that the sun emanates. You don't
Oh,
get to see the sun, but you see all the lighting, and then you get the yellowish colors, like
oh.
similar to the sunset.
See,
But
I don't think I've seen a lot of sunrises. I've seen a lot of sunsets because where we used to live, it was where you can on our deck was a sunset view.
yeah,
So
it's that I live
every
in a
day.
100 miles wide island. I see both.
Oh, I don't really often get to see the sunrise. Yeah.
But yeah, the sunrise, it's always getting, obviously it's rising, and it's keep getting brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter, and you cannot enjoy it that much. You see, the sunrise, as soon as the sun starts coming out of the horizon, it blinds you.
Oh,
Oh, this not the sunset. The
oh.
sunset keeps getting, it's dimmering down, like and you, the more the sun goes down, the more you get to enjoy it.
Mm.
Like it's
Yeah,
easier to
I
enjoy
don't
it.
get
In
the
the
opportunity.
sunrise, it's just blind you.
I don't get the opportunity to see a sunrise. Maybe that should be my next
Yeah, tomorrow, put an alarm.
try.
Experiment.
Actually, the sunrise here is very late now. It's like at 7:30.
Oh wow! Here it's like a 5:30.
Oh, I know. I don't like it so late. It's like, oh, why is it still dark? It's just terrible.
But yeah, do the experiment. Try to see. Oh, let me see a
Okay,
sunrise.
I'll stand outside at 7:30, see if I can see it.
Yeah, but you see, like it's a different feeling. You see, the kind of lighting
I'll
that
see.
it emanates. Like
Actually, that's a good experiment for everybody. Try and figure out how you feel when you see a sunrise and how you feel when you see a sunset and how it affects you. That's a good experiment.
That is a good experiment. I
Yeah.
have done it already, but it is a good
I think I'm
experiment.
going to ask that question in the group. Do you prefer sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise or sunset. Yeah. I think, as I said, I think a lot of people will go to the sunset because as I said, it's easier to appreciate. And also, you don't have to wake up early for that.
True. We're up anyway.
Girls, I'm waking up for that.
Yeah, but it's so late here, it doesn't really matter.
I am a little lazy.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so
Thanks,
thank you for
Justin.
that. Yeah. Thanks for
Yeah.
bringing that topic up.
Thanks for the input. So
Yeah.
feng shui and lighting go hand in hand.
Yeah. Feng shui lighting. Good lighting, but not too much lighting. Yeah, too much is just too much. As we say, you don't need every window in every door. Your body don't have eyes all around.
Yeah. Yeah. So good balance of lighting. Focus on your uh, what do you call it? I forgot the name. The
Get tired
task
too.
lighting, task
Yeah.
lighting, your overall ambient, your ambient lighting they call that. Yeah, and just try to get a good balance. And we like white light in the kitchen just because it helps us see, and maybe a warmer light in your living and dining area and bedroom area, and maybe a whiter light in the bathroom. I don't know.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. And yeah.
Those are the kind of things we can think about. Okay, thanks, Justin. Have
Have
a
a
good
good night,
evening.
Jenny. Thank you so much. And
Thank
thank
you.
you to all the people that are gonna watch this or watching this. And please, if you have topics, questions, just write it down. Let us know so
Yeah,
we
look,
start
I didn't
thinking
see
because
him.
you might have something in
Oh,
your mind
wait,
that
wait,
we
wait. There
don't.
might be questions. Um,
Oh, you have questions?
please, if my bedroom. Oh, they asked about the bedroom. Her bedroom is 284th Northwest. But I said, oh, in form school we don't really talk about the.
Yeah, is that okay. We have talked about this in the past, but I will try to like see how can I say it
Okay,
in shorter.
I said
So
a little bit, but go
okay,
ahead.
in here we analyze uh the energy. We study the flow of energy through the spaces, and we also said that a form defines energy. So what is a form? Form, it's pretty much everything uh, that you can perceive with your senses, with your eyes, with your touch and tongue and smell and sound. So um the these things, the forms that are in a place or the form that the place has defines more direct energy that you are being more impact. You feel it more quicker than something as greater as the constellations and the direction of the place. I'm not saying that astrology doesn't work. I'm saying that this is a different field. But if you're going with astrology, go full astrology. But sometimes mixing astrology and feng shui, it's kind of it will just get you confused and it might not bring the results that you want. In feng shui, the original feng shui, how it's the origins of it is studying the forms of the landscapes, the forms that are in a place and how the energy flows through that forms as a river moves through the mountains and the winds flows through the mountains or the fields. And we human beings get nourished by that energy. So we try to have our house or our office or our space in a form or in a way that can have a nice flow of energy so we can get nourished from it, not an extremely strong stream of energy like a highway that's too strong, like a raging river. too strong energy to live next to it, or a pond or a swamp that has no water, not flow of water. It stinks, it's rotten. So when you don't have flow of energy, there's a stagnant. How do you call it? Like when
Stagnant. Stagnant.
stagnant. Stagnant.
Mhm.
So that also is no good. It's not healthy. If the blood in your body is not moving, you get sick. If the blood in your body is moving extremely fast, you will get heart issues. So your house is like a big body. It's
That's a
like a
good.
big living thing that nourish you. So your house must have an ideal flow of blood and oxygen and breath. So that's why we talk about wind and cross ventilation and nice breathe, but also a nice flow of energy through the space of your house.
Yes.
So if you have a healthy house, the house can nourish you. And when you sleep or you have your family or you have your job, the house will provide for you to be able to achieve whatever you want to achieve, better quality of life, better job, better relationships, and
You feel
um,
good, you
you
know?
feel good. You
Yeah,
feel
you
good.
feel
Yeah, and
good.
that's what we're be healthy, feel good, be able to do the things you like instead of being tired the whole day or angry all day. So, have a well-balanced life. And to have a well-balanced life, you need a well-balanced house.
Yeah.
And
And that's what
so,
we're aiming for, to
so
help
yeah, it's
everybody
very hard out.
their energy of the house.
So
Yeah.
some people put more importance to where the door of the house is facing, and none. If I say no, your house must face north, and then north, you have a cliff. Like obviously you're gonna put your door where the road is. You're not gonna put it on the cliff. So what does it mean that you have bad feng shui? Not necessarily. You know, there because if maybe the house is not facing north, but it has an ideal energy flow. You go in, you feel good. It has nice lighting, nice breathe, breeze, like cross ventilation. So
Hmm.
so from our knowledge, our feng shui point of view, we cannot say if your bedroom has good or bad energy flow or feng shui because based on the direction of the door. It We analyze it based on the flow through that space.
Well, and
So
also that means where the windows are located, where's the door located, where the walls located. It's all relative to
the
that
size
room.
of the
It's
things
set
that you
up.
have inside, if you can walk
Exactly.
in the space or not.
Exactly. It depends on the physical space in the
Yeah,
room.
because we studied the space and the form. And so
Hope that helps.
yeah,
Thank
what
you for
you can write a diagram, and then I can give you some pointers. So maybe if you put the bed here, it might be more productive or help you better. So with that kind of stuff, it's easier if we
Yeah.
can visualize it. But
Yeah.
like just by where the door is facing is gonna be a little tricky for us.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, I hope we answered something.
Yeah,
I
we
I
did.
think I think I resume
And
it.
I
Yeah.
wrote a little text, but that was a much shorter explanation than mine.
Is there any other question before
No,
we?
not today.
Okay,
Not anything
that's
else.
good. I like that one. It
Yeah,
put me on thinking like, oh, how can I
good,
do this quick?
good.
You know? I love this. You see, people keep asking questions, challenge us. It's fun.
Yeah, we like a challenge.
All
Oh, and
right,
one
then.
more thing, Justin, one more thing. I finished my book and I'm going to put it on Indiegogo for a fundraiser. So my book is called How to Find a Good Feng Shui House. So I will send everybody the link. I'm going to post it in the group. I'm going to send it to you on WhatsApp. And please
Okay,
share. Please share. Okay?
okay. All right. Thank you. I am looking forward.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited. I finally kind of finished it and I need to just kind of clean it up and then we'll be ready to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
How much? How many pages is it?
About 150.
That's good. It's a good book.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. You know, it's okay. Yeah.
About,
Come.
yeah.
All
So
right.
yeah, and then
So
maybe you can translate it into Spanish one day. That's what I'm
that would
hoping.
be great. I
That's
tried to translate the feng shui once, and it's tricky. It's tricky because of the terms. It's hard to explain the same, uh, like the soul of it. When you translate it, I
yeah.
sometimes don't
Translation
find
is
the
not
right
easy.
word.
Yeah,
It's
it's not
not
easy.
easy. It's
No.
not easy at all.
Right.
But yeah. All right, Jenny, yo, I'm looking forward. I'm gonna wait for
Okay.
that. We'll start reading
Okay.
it. Well, people, thank you so much. Have a good night. Thank
Okay.
you, Jenny.
Thank you. Sleep well, Justin.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.